Hi Sagittarius, Trishna here. Welcome to your June 2019 reading. What I'm feeling for you is leading up into June, I feel like you've been moving in a positive direction, but you have been rattled around. You've been jerked around, you've been shocked, you've been jolted. It has not been a comfortable ride. It's been a ride that's going in a positive direction, but it has been difficult and very, very uncomfortable, and it just hasn't really felt very good. And I think part of the reason why is because whatever situation you're in, there are just so many people involved, and each one is trying to have their say, and you are just having to wait and see what their say is. And there's also been a lot of lack of communication, I think, because there are so many people. Everybody's trying to have their say, try to have their way, and between all of that, it's just like, how do you manage all of the communication between that? So that's why you've been a little bit jerked around. Everything's been moving in a positive direction, but it's been an uncomfortable ride, and I think that there are two positive outcomes that have come out of this. One, this is the most important one. One is that, like, before you were having a lot of trouble being able to accept when things were starting to go your way, being able to accept that good things could be happening to you right now just because your environment had trained you to think that that wasn't really possible for you, and you were just so used to things not working out for you that it was really hard to trust when something was working out, when something good was happening to you, because you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. And I feel like now that things have started to move in a positive direction, things have started to get sorted out, communication has started to get more focused, you're in this position where you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can start to believe that things are actually working out for you, that good things are on their way for you, that they're actually here already, maybe even. So that's really, really good. Like, your mentality has started to shift in such a positive way where you're not scared when you think about something good, or when something good happens to you, you're not scared that it's going to fail anymore. You're starting to be like, yeah, good things are happening for me, and like believe that they are actually happening for you. So that's really positive. I think the other positive thing is that if you had any enemies, especially if there was like one enemy in particular throughout this whole ordeal that you've been in, I feel like they have already forgiven you. And that word is strange to use because it's not necessarily that you needed to be forgiven. It's not necessarily that you did something bad that they needed to forgive you for, but in their minds, they have forgiven you. So however that applies to you. And they've kind of healed and they've moved on, and there's been some kind of healing there. So you can kind of move forward without having to worry about that, at least in terms of one of them. If there are any other enemies that are in your field, or have been in your field, who maybe aren't like what you would label as the biggest enemy, I feel like they're starting to get acclimated to the new normal, and it's only a matter of time before they kind of calm down, and give it like a month or so, and I think that will be improved as well. So good things happening for you. For those of you who are looking for some career guidance, what I feel for you is that this is a time when you're starting to get noticed by levels above you if you work in the corporate world. So I think that maybe you've been involved in a lot of different projects. You've been really trying to help, not trying to get noticed, but really trying to help by being involved in all these projects, trying to learn by being involved in all these projects, trying to get yourself exposed, just all around everything, just trying to be stellar, trying to be good at what you do, trying to really contribute to your organization, your group, to different teams, trying to help them out. So all of your efforts, I feel, are now coming to a head. It's like you've been on this project and this project and this project and this project, and suddenly people above you are starting to notice, like, hey, this person's here, 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 and here, and they're doing a great job across the board. Who is this person? So all of your efforts are starting to come to a head. You're starting to get more noticed. Now, depending on what kind of corporation you're in, getting noticed for good achievements can be interesting. So if you're in a really positive culture and you're doing really good work and people are noticing it, they're going to love you. They're going to just be like, wow, awesome, and they're going to support you. If you're not in a positive culture and you're getting noticed for doing really good achievements, that can make people above you feel very threatened. Who is this person who's doing all this good stuff? Who are they? Like, how do I take them down? So it really depends on what kind of corporation you're in, how those people above you react to this. But the good news is that even if you're in that negative corporate culture where normally they would feel threatened by you, even though your layer is below them, they'd feel threatened by like the superstar that's coming up, that's getting noticed. Even in that situation, you have just done such an amazing job that those people who feel threatened have to succumb, kind of have to submit to the fact that you're amazing, you're a superstar, and they're going to have to get on board, and they're going to have to shift their attitude to support you, because they can no longer go against you or try to go against you. If maybe they haven't openly gone against you, but on some level, maybe behind closed doors, they can no longer do that. This has reached a point where they have to accept your greatness. So I see them shifting their attitude. I see things shifting very positively for you, no matter what kind of corporate culture you're in. If you've been working on these projects, things are going good for you. In terms of how June 2019 is going to go for you, I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a struggle. You're still having to climb your way up, make some moves, and there's going to be a little bit of resistance, but overall I feel like you're moving in a positive direction. So you've been moving up, and you're going to continue to move up, and things are only going to get better for you. And again, you're in that better place where when good things happen for you, first of all, you believe that good things can happen for you. You believe that things are changing for you. And second of all, when good things happen for you, you can accept them, and then that reinforces even more that more and more good things can happen for you. So every single time something positive happens for you, it reinforces. More positive stuff happens for you, it reinforces. And it keeps just taking you up and up and up, levels and levels and levels. And so you're on a roll. I feel like even if there are some struggles, you're moving forward, you're moving upwards, and in a few months you're going to be a completely different person than you have been maybe recently or the past few months. Your mentality is going to be so different. Your emotions are going to be so different. You're going to be so much more positive. You're going to see the world so differently. Your glasses will be a lot more rose color than they have been, and it's going to be really, really nice. You're going to be so happy, and you're already building there. So like you're already starting to feel it. And so I don't really see any major challenges for you, and really the guidance that I get for you is to basically, you've already started to trust that good things can happen for you. Just keep that up. Just keep that up. Every time something good happens for you, you're not going to be as scared as you were before that it's going to go away, or that the shoe's going to drop, or that something's going to interfere. You trust more, and so allow yourself to trust more. And every time you do that, you practice trusting that good things can happen for you, and more good things happen for you, and more you trust, and it just completely shifts where you're at and how you see the world, and that will only bring positive results. So I feel like things are going really, really well for you. Yeah, this is a great reading. I'm really happy for you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. I hope I earned your like and your subscribe. I hope that you comment with any feedback that you have. I'm always interested in hearing what you have to say, and I will see you in my next video.